Step number 8. Let us revisit step number 8. If at step number 6, we really and truly, and no kidding, have developed a skill of growing a candidate list that stays in front of us. We're partway home, 25% of the way, as a matter of fact, from a skill standpoint, when we then master the art of inviting. Now those candidates on the very top of the tree, and who are they? The best and the brightest and the strongest, the ones who, when they join us, it immediately impacts our business. Those candidates become available to us as a result of our skill development, our character development. When we then master the art of inviting, suddenly we have this extraordinary person who is prepared to see our business. I've said there can be no one single aspect of this that's most important, but now it's pretty darn important that that person see what the opportunity really is. And here, we have to acknowledge the fact that the vast majority of people who join us are not going to become skilled, gifted orators and presenters. That's not the reality. We need to find a way to present the business again and again and again in an eminently replicatable fashion. Let me restate that and make it personal. In order for you to accomplish your goals, it will be required for you to develop a skill that allows you to present the business in an eminently replicatable way so that that candidate, that extraordinary candidate who now has their eyes opened and willing to see and understand our business, they found their way, they were always in your candidate tree, you became able to see them. Now you've got this moment of opportunity. They're ready to see. How shall we then develop the skill to make certain that that person sees the business? I again reflect, I feel like Cicero and I are buddies, though I've never met. Of course, Cicero died so long ago. But what did he say? The skill to do comes from the doing. I made a commitment to myself at the very outset that I would make 52 presentations in my home, 52 home business reviews in the first 52 weeks, and that I would do it whether or not anyone came. You learned about that in getting started. Now I want to ask you a question. As we review your calendar, how many times have you presented the business? By the way, that which is measured can be improved. I'm hoping very much that you're journaling your activities and your behaviors. How many times have you presented the business on a one-on-one basis in the last 90 days? How many times have you presented the business in a two-on-one basis, utilizing a member of your upline, your support group, to help you? How many times have you conducted home business reviews? This is the reality. The answer is not enough. If you now find yourself in the staying started content, my imagination, my supposition is that you've hit the wall, that your business is not growing as fast as you want it to. This is rudimentary activity to correct, to find challenges, to identify the problem and find a solution. The simple fact is you haven't done that enough. In all likelihood, you simply have not done it enough. At step number 8 in staying started, I can simply tell you that the most important guidance and advice I can give you is to make a decision and act upon that decision to present the business more frequently. Notice I didn't say to find more candidates or prospects. That's another step. To present the business more frequently. And if that means you're presenting it to a recording device, so be it. If it means that you're presenting it to your husband or your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your little boy and your little girl, so be it. You know, I think back as I reflect upon my many experiences in this industry. One of the things I love about it, when I've stated that the fundamental principles which govern network marketing are superior to those that govern conventional business, is because it grants us the possibility of, not just the possibility, but I think the likelihood of discovering hidden talents. Today, one of my most well-polished skills is that of communicating. I am a communicator, whether it be now as I speak into this microphone or if I'm communicating with one-on-one or in audiences, sometimes of hundreds and sometimes thousands. I've become a skilled communicator. That was a skill completely undeveloped. It was a talent hidden and not yet discovered when I got in this industry. Who knows what talents you may have which today are hidden and undiscovered? Who knows which skills may be developed as a result of your discovery of those talents? It may very well be that as a result of your engaging in these activities and practices that are described first in getting started and now in staying started, that you discover talents which make possible things that you had not yet dared dream and contemplate. That became true for me. I discovered talents that were so completely hidden, this talent of communication being one of them. How about you? It comes down to a willingness again and again to simply engage in the process. Present and present and present and present. A friend of mine in the business, in the industry, his name is Randy Gage, and Randy correctly stated at one time, he said, you know, it's impossible for us to get better and look good at the same time. If you want to make a pretty good presentation, make one that's not so good. If you want to make a bad presentation, make a terrible one first. You'll only make 1 or 2 terrible ones before they become not so terrible. You'll only make a few that are not too good before you make some that are pretty good. And you know what? Within the confines of your own personality, the path home, the way home to very, very, very effective presentations is simply the number of times that we do it. Now, that being said, Is it my goal to cause you to become an effective presenter of the business as an individual using your verbal skills? No, it's really my goal for you to learn how to properly select the proper tool, for you to learn how to, in a scripted way, establish what's about to occur for your home business review, and then let the tool do the talking. Remember that every time you're talking, it's the same as having a job. If a tool's doing the talking, then if you are not working, you get leverage. You get leverage via the tool, as soon as the tool is working on your behalf. And so to effectively conduct a presentation, it is only a matter of being scripted and establishing what's going to happen next. Now I envision we're here in my home as we speak, and we're in the very room where I might conduct a home business presentation, and I can now imagine in my mind's eye the room being filled with candidates, 7 couples. That's what I can imagine. And I can now very, very easily close my eyes and envision myself saying to them, thank you for all being here. I know you could have been somewhere else. Over the course of the next few minutes, I want you to see what caused me to become so excited. Pay close attention. After watching this short video clip, I'm going to share with you some of the product that has such a dramatic impact on my life and on Tara's. Watch with interest. This is big. And I push play. Could you do that? You could do that. Was it easy for me? Yes. Would that be easy for you? Don't think so until you've done it and done it and done it and done it. Why was it so easy for me? Because I've done it and done it and done it and done it. I could also have said, I want you to see how eminently replicatable this business is, and I'm simply going to turn the pages on this flip chart, and at each page I'm going to point to the words and I'm going to recite the bullet points. As we go through the process, I want you to consider both what you're learning as it relates to you as an individual, and I would like you to answer this question. Could you imagine yourself doing the same thing in your home next week? And then I want you to imagine that when you do that, it's like you're dropping a pebble in a pond and the ripples start to spread. What if 2 or 3 of those couples that you invited to your home started doing the same thing? And what if a year from now you had 20 or 30 couples in 20 or 30 cities doing the same thing? Suddenly, you've separated yourself from the generation of income. The fundamental principles which govern network marketing are superior to those which govern conventional business, and you're seeing it in action tonight. That was easy for me to say. That was a script. Can you become scripted? Yes. Takes no talent. None. Takes willingness. Are you willing? If you're not, refer to step 1 in the Staying Started manual. This was step 8. On we go.